Every college has a website, every college has a brochure, every college talks about placements. But there are very few who actually come out and talk about the college honors. And this is what I, Rahul Veerwal, bring to you, the College Honors Unfiltered. Today, we have George Thomas with us, the chairman and owner of Lead College, Kerala. This college was started back in January of 2010, completing its 16th year right now. He's the chairman and director of Lead College, Palakkad, has mentored thousands of individuals so far with his transformational programs, and has a Guinness World Record of taking a business class for a straight 72 hours. Can you ever just imagine that? More than titles, he's someone who's deeply invested in the human transformation, in the human side of a person. And that is the result that the lead colleges do. So, very welcome today to Colleges Unfiltered.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, great. So, thank you so much for accepting this invite. We'll start very slowly from the fact that how you came into this education line, what brought you here, and we'll start from the days of your college. So, before you became a college owner, who were you as a student?
As a student, I did my engineering in electronics and communication. And I'm a person who did not work anywhere till now in my life. So even before completing my college, I started my own business along with my studies. That's by the name Prompt Computers. And it developed. It developed into India's largest touchscreen network for railways.
Amazing.
So somehow it built. And then I came out with a program called Turning Point. It's a 7-day program. It's not the 7 days.
Mhm.
It starts from morning 6:30 to night 12:30 each day.
Wow,
So I did 343 such programs.
amazing.
Thank you. So when I was doing this
Yeah.
in engineering colleges, some of the colleges had MBA.
Hmm.
I did the same program for them also.
Right.
But then what happened is I found the teaching methodology should be different.
Hmm.
Teacher comes and teaches on the board and go. There should be a different methodology. So there I started thinking about how can practical application be brought in. And that's how I started Lead College.
Right. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So, give us a bit more insight on Turning Point. What are the things that you are doing there, and what inspired you here to start the Lead College from that perspective?
I had long back joined an organization by name Junior Chamber International, JCI.
Okay.
And there are various levels of trainers. So I qualified zone, then national, international, then it was prime, excel. And then I went up to the level of international graduate, IG.
Okay.
And this gave me an insight of how to effectively train students and catch their attention and make them do what you want. And this I found very impactful when the time we could extend.
Hmm.
Because this goes as a residential program.
Right.
They don't get time to think anything else. Night 12:30, they go sleep. Morning 6:30, they start.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll go home, maybe have a fight with the father or mother. Next day, again, from the bottom, we'll have to push up. So this is how the Turning Point started.
Right.
And because of Turning Point, people, the content, it's lot. Conquering inhibition, team building, time management, group dynamics, goal setting, self-analysis, values, lot of debates, discussion, so many things goes. So the way people think change. And because of this, also we taught how to, all about the placements. The placements of the college went up.
Right.
And students got placed and they were happy.
Right.
And this, I had continuous months. Like one day, start 7th day, the next 7th, it kept on going like that.
Right. And for how long, for how many years did you do this? The Turning Point.
Till we started and came out with Lead College.
Wow.
Even after that, I do turning point for my students
Okay.
and very limited to some others who come and do here now.
So you started from computers, and I think you did it till 2000.
Yeah,
And from 2000 to till 2009, you did Turning Point.
turning point.
9 years complete.
Yes, yes,
Wow,
yes.
that's amazing. And I think that also signifies a lot why lead college is lead college. And it is actually leading, because
Like-
generally what happens is people just open college and then they learn how to actually train. That's the general trend that we have seen. But you were trainer for 10 years and then started it.
Yeah, I was amongst the student, like a student,
Yeah.
and they, like, we could easily connect.
Right.
And I was knowing what they wanted, what they are looking at, etc. So it was very easy for me to get along with students.
Right. So today we see, like, a seasoned professional who has been 16 years into training and now education. But I would like you to take you back to my listeners' age. Were you ever confused as a student? Were there hard times that you had when you had to get out of this small place that you are here, like, coming from a tier 2 town, to actually representing yourself amongst 343 batches of Turning Point across everywhere? And you were, like, in your beginning, in your starting 30s, what was going on in the mind of that junior Thomas George at that point of time?
I was more process oriented than result oriented.
Hmm.
So I was doing turning point, I did turning point.
Right.
From there, I switched on to something called as 4-year turning point. Because in turning point, after 7 days, I do not know anything what happened to them.
Right.
In 4-year turning point, I did this in a couple of engineering colleges. Every semester break, we meet.
Okay.
And even during the semester classes, they have activities to be done in between.
Right.
And I could really develop them to like real ones.
Hmm.
So that is where I started. But then that didn't go well because of various reasons. One reason is different universities have got different time, lot of activities. And then by then I had moved on to start a college also.
And was there any one failure that shaped you what you are today? Like, and I'm talking about the building years of your life, right?
Yes. I wanted to start a college.
Okay.
I spoke to my mother. My father is no more. So my father had bought a 6.5 acres of land, of which my mother donated to a trust, which me, my brother, and my friend started.
Okay.
In that, we started building.
Hmm.
And I knew in Kerala, education was very tough, the political background, etc. But anyway, I ventured into it. We constructed, AICT came for the inspection.
Hmm.
They gave us the LOA. University came, inspected, and gave us the NOC, no objection certificate. We went to the government. Government also gave us the NOC.
Right.
Though it took some time because election was declared. And then it came to the university. Then it was fully politicalized. They were against the self-financing college. I had 115 students studying here.
Okay.
On November 6th, they said it cannot be.
Wow.
6 colleges.
Hmm.
Till then, we were positive of getting it.
Right.
So
And you had already taken the admission.
everything done, like there's this Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah.
My father was not a rich dad. He was a poor dad. He was not a businessman.
Hmm.
He was a government servant. So the land he had purchased, but we didn't have a lot of backing with the money. So when it came to the end, we had to borrow from different people to construct, promising them that, once the fees come, we'll be able to return.
Right.
So we are not able to return. Fees is not coming. Students, they are upset that their education has not happened.
Hmm.
All issues. The existing staff I have to pay, the electricity bill, all things. That was a very, very, very tough time. But somehow God's grace, what I did is I put all the students in other colleges so that they don't lose 1 year. But the happiest part was 65 out of them, with the parents said, if you can give us admission for next year, we are not going anywhere.
Wow.
So they literally lost 1 year, but still they opted to study here. So we gave them diploma in entrepreneurship, diploma in retail free of cost.
Right.
In their words, they studied 3 years of MBA. All the others are studying only 2 years.
Amazing.
And
amazing.
I definitely say all those hurdles made me really strong.
Right.
Today, what I am is because the Calcutta University did not give me the affiliation and we had to suffer a lot.
But these are the things that, like, make you an entrepreneur, and this is a difference between a winning entrepreneur and a losing entrepreneur.
Exactly.
So definitely, like, you keep on building at what you have got, so you have to play with those cards. So now we'll talk a little bit about your college, the
Yes.
Lead College, which has a very different way of teaching.
Yes.
So you are giving a 2 years MBA,
Yes.
but out of that, almost like 15 months is on job training.
Exactly.
This is unheard of.
Yes.
So how do you actually are able to pull it off? So how does it look like, and why the students are much more better than others?
Two things. One is we teach them in class for 2 years, all the theory. And once they go to the field, the theory and what is actually in the market is a mismatch. Here, we had to go with that till we became autonomous 2 years back. Now that we became autonomous, we can have our own syllabus, our own exams, our own pattern. Everything is, of course, there are regulatory bodies, but then they also know it is. So here, for every semester, 3 months class and 3 months internship.
Very.
So whatever is taught in the class, they will be going to the market and see what it is.
Right.
Really practicing it.
Mm-hmm.
Those students are much better than the whole 2-year theory.
Yes. But just from your experience, and you had been doing it for the last 16 years, so has it been like this only, or is it a recent change?
Recent change. Earlier also we had internship. We have to, since this college is a residential college.
Yes.
And the classes starts from mornings 8:30.
Right.
Till night 8:30, of course, with sufficient breaks.
Yeah.
We were able to, take classes. 8 hours a day classes used to go.
Okay.
So we were able to finish the portion and then send them internship also, but not to this level.
Okay.
Now internship has been it has become a subject with credits in it. So it is part.
And this is good for everyone. This is good for industry. This is good for a student, because honestly, they are just like, inside a cage in the MBA colleges. They're just being taught how to be in a zoo, right? But once they go out in the real market, this is very different, right? They are not able to handle pressures at this point of time. They're not able to handle negotiations and all of this.
Exactly.
Although the system is very good, but I would like to ask you, what kind of students do struggle even in your system? What is that mindset which, stop people even from experiencing your system? And I think, you have got very good numbers. So 360 students in Kerala is a huge number. So, we can put together 7 to 10 colleges and the numbers even will not reach
17 colleges.
17 colleges. Wow. Amazing.
So, see, one part is since we have taken turning point initially on the first days of the classes.
Right.
So, working extended hours is not a problem for them.
Mm-hmm.
They get used to it. So, most of the students who cannot get along with this go out there.
Right.
Though there are very few.
Mm-hmm.
There are very, very, very small, minute numbers. In between, they say, oh, the stress, I can't.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, this stress is much less than the stress which they're going to really face in the market.
Right.
So
that's very true.
If you intend to go up the ladder, definitely there is stress. And what is stress?
Yeah.
Stress simply means you are not able to handle the situation.
Right.
Which means to say, I have to empower myself. And once I am empowered, I am not under stress. So that's exactly we try to do.
Nice. So just this brings me to the next question. And that's what you have been talking about throughout this time. Why do you think life skills matter more than having a degree?
This sea change between pre-COVID and post-COVID. Post-COVID, they study anything. They can, online, however they want, they
Yeah.
can study. Knowledge is at their fingertip. All tech savvy, everything good. But one part missing is the social part, the leadership part.
Yes.
Getting along with people has become really, really, really difficult. We use the word emotional intelligence.
Yes.
That's really tough, during my college days or school days, I didn't know the meaning of the word depression. I don't know about you.
Yes. Same.
Today, every student talks about depression. I did my PhD in psychology. I didn't know the meaning of the word panic attack. I didn't learn it. But here, for every small thing, they talk about it.
Yes.
And I feel it's because 2 years they were in the room, mostly in the bed, did nothing. That has become a habit. For me, once I get them here, I do not let them rest. They have a lot of things to do, and that becomes a habit.
Right.
That's a normal. We call it the new normal. This is the new normal as far as lead is concerned.
And what do parents come back and tell you? What are the changes that they see in their kid in the 2 years that he is with lead, he or she?
I remember one parent who said during the farewell, he said, my son never took any responsibility, did not do anything for my home. But today I'm happy and surprised. After the dinner, he takes his plate and go and wash and keep.
Wow.
That's how they are doing here.
Nice.
So the same pattern, I always use this word. How you do something is how you do everything.
Right.
So here you are to be responsible. You are to take, you are to do all things by yourself. You have to take leadership. This is a part of the life. Right. You have to communicate. You have to be everything, publishing, everything is a part of the life. And wherever they go, they are the same.
Right.
Working extended hours, not being stressed, all those.
And how does this translate to the companies hiring people? So basically, what I want you to answer is, why should a company come to Lead College and hire your people? How are they good, and what is the extra edge that they can bring? Because MBA is a crowded market.
Yes, absolutely. The question you asked is, earlier was, how did you manage to get 360 seats filled much before the start of the class? It's because I am giving them what they want.
Right.
Companies are picking my students because I am giving them my students whom they are looking for.
Right.
What they are looking for is then, it's embedded in my students. So that's the reason.
Right. Are your students ready to be productive right from day one?
Yes. I would say -1 year.
-1.
1 year.
Okay.
So that when all the other students think about placement after the second year, after the exam, after the publication of result.
Right.
Here, at the end of 1 year, students starts earning, gaining knowledge, going up the ladder.
Right. And how do you see? So today, if you see, there is a huge difference. So basically, there is a one category of MBA people who are graduating from IIMs, XLRIs of the world, and the big institutions. Then come the second layer, which are as you can say, the colleges for the rich, right? Where the a lot of and then there is a huge number of colleges that are out there for MBA. How do you see yourself and your students getting identified in the companies? Just give me 3 traits. When somebody thinks about the Lead College student, when you think about an IIM student, you are actually thinking the person is going to be really, really good with numbers. He's going to be really, really good with presentation, right? Analytical and presentation, storytelling is going to be amazing. And then the third, they are going to be global people, right? They are producing global talent. So what is that, those 3 words that associate with Lead College? That, okay, if I'm hiring a lead student, then these are the 3 qualities that I'm going to get.
One is, give them any work, they'll see that it is done.
Nice.
They don't come with excuses. They somehow see that it is done.
Right.
Second is they get along with people.
Amazing. Okay.
They get along with any level of people.
Right.
I'm sorry, which an IM guy may not be able to. You have to go to lower level,
Yes.
level, higher level. Thus, getting along with people is something very, 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 being a human being. I would say.
Yes. Yes.
So, who can understand the emotions and feelings of people?
And any third that you want to add to this?
Of course, the leadership skills.
The leadership.
Leadership.
Nice.
They take up initiatives, they come out with strategies, what was required, and
Right. So, if any company is looking for somebody who can they depend on,
yes,
these are dependable candidates. Second, they are adaptive candidates. Like, you put them under anything, they will get this done, right? And the third is human. This is something which is missing from the MBA as we see
yes,
today, that they are not treating people who are in the ladder to that extent. And how do you see this transforming, say in the next 10 years? What kind of leaders do you want to produce from your colleges? Will this be the three things that you'll keep on building on, or will we see a shift? Will you be moving towards so I'll be very straightforward with that.
Yeah.
Will you be moving towards how the IIM teaches their people, or will you be creating a new sort of leaders for tomorrow?
And definitely not copying IIM.
Okay.
But then I am focusing now, and later on, lead will be known for the entrepreneurs.
Nice.
Entrepreneurship is something which I am really keen on.
Right.
Because that has got the future.
Amazing. Very good thought. And I'll tell you, as a startup owner as well, we are looking for people and we call them intrapreneurs.
Yeah.
So basically, somebody who within the company can actually lead something and think like an entrepreneur.
Yes.
So this is a very good thought that you have, and I wish you all the very best on that.
Thank you.
Great. So now it makes us come to the rapid fire question round,
Okay.
right? So these are the things that I don't want you to think about it. You just have to answer whatever comes to your mind first,
Okay.
right? And we'll just go this way. So now we are not talking with the chairman of the lead college. We are talking about the Thomas George, the human. And as people love to call you Thoman,
Yeah.
so with him. So what scares you even today?
I don't know, in fact.
Okay.
I am a high risk taker.
Okay.
And we do a lot of adventurous things here.
Right.
Like walking on the fire, walking on the glass pieces, eating fireball.
Wow.
I have 8 of my pets who are snakes.
Are you serious?
Serious. Including the latest addition, anaconda.
Wow,
Anaconda.
amazing.
And then we have an OBT, outbound training setup here.
Right.
And a lot of students, corporate come. And what I am helping them is to remove the fear factor.
Right.
And then, of course, it does not mean like when a venomous snake come, go show your hand. But then the calculated risk and so what is it that scares me? I don't think the competition is going to scare me. I don't think my future is good. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm
You're a
not,
pretty fearless person.
Yeah, I am not thinking about it.
I can see that having 8 snakes, so I can say that you are pretty fearless.
Yes, climbing up, jumping, whatever it is,
Right.
just do that.
Amazing. One mistake you made in your life you wish students should never make, and
Yeah.
specifically your kids or who you are targeting to enter lead.
I'm a person during my college days. I never got onto the stage.
Okay.
I never presented anything except the minimal seminar which we had to do in our engineering college. It was really minimalistic. But if I could do all those things earlier, or if my students can do that earlier, and then start a business, I started in my final year.
Right.
If they can start in the school itself, even if the business fails, that's a big learning.
Amazing. So you are very pro entrepreneurship.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice. What is the first thing that Thomas do when he wakes up in the morning?
I am a late owl.
Okay.
I sleep maybe 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So, morning when I wake up, it's office time.
Yes.
Everyone would have come. So I try to rush.
Okay.
So all my previous planning part, everything I do on the night itself and then sleep.
Okay. Great. 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 And how many hours do you sleep? Like if you are sleeping 3?
4 hours to 5 hours.
Wow.
And then I travel a lot. All through my travel, I sleep. Tonight
Amazing.
I travel to Calcutta. Tomorrow morning to evening I have a session.
Right.
And night I sleep. Maybe in airports, flight, wherever it is, I sit and sleep. I can even stand and sleep.
So, like, just 4 hours of sleep every night. Can we say you the PM Narendra Modi of MBA?
Or Indira Gandhi?
Yeah.
Or many people scare me saying
Yes.
that your sleep is too less. I said, like, see, Narendra Modi,
Yeah.
Mada Amridandamai,
Yeah.
APJ Abdul Kalam,
Yes.
Indira Gandhi.
Yeah.
So many people slept
Yeah.
less.
And nobody ever got hurt because of sleeping less.
I would add on a word.
Yeah.
Many people, I see them sleeping for long hours, 10 hours to 12 hours, and still say, oh, I'm not able to sleep properly.
Yes.
See,
That's true.
it's not the question of how many hours you sleep. How many hours of deep sleep do you get?
Yes.
Once I sleep, I sleep. There's nothing. It's the deepest sleep I get.
Nice. We keep on this is a tendency that our generation has to just put a blame on the Gen Z. We have made them into that. But what is something that you love about your students, about the students of today?
They are very much knowledged, willing to learn anything. They are open and transparent. That is the thing which most of the people don't like.
Yes.
They tell the truth. They tell the truth on the face.
Yeah.
And may not be, they don't show. They are not superficial. Like, good morning, stand up. And they are what they are.
Right.
They know what they want. And they don't have any compromise. I remember, like, for you also probably, like, mother says, go to school. No, I don't want to school. Papa is looking, okay, then I will go.
Yeah.
Today, Papa is, whoever looks, no, what I want to do, I will do. So things are like, they are living a life.
Right.
I'm happy about it.
Right. Have you ever cried because of a student? Has that ever happened that you were hurt so much?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like, my college is not that expensive, at least now it has become slightly. But earlier it was, so I had students from very poor family where father is not there, mother is washing plates in a hotel. And those people today have come to real life.
Right.
They take care of their mother, father. They were in a hut. Now they have built a mansion. So there, I feel so happy.
Okay.
And many a times tears fall down. I feel so happy, in their achievement.
Amazing. And just one last question that I have is, if you were, say, your college students age again, say you were in 22s, 23s, how would you start your life now? What is going to be different this time when you are making
I would have taken more risk.
Okay.
Or the highest risk. And probably, see, my intention is to, maybe as somebody says, make a world a better place to live in, rather than each person living life to their fullest.
Right.
I would have dedicated more so that more number of students or the community can use their potential and live life.
Amazing. So you think about what you have right in front of you, not the world, how is it going to work, and that is very, very good. So sorry. So good. Just want to ask you, when people talk about lead college, say 10 years from now, what is something that they should remember it for?
One is, now we have become autonomous and we are planning to become a university in, say, 5 years' time. And lead should be the name when somebody talks about an MBA college with respect to entrepreneurship.
Nice.
So I want my students to become unicorns and like the fearless go-getter to any level creative, strategic planning, all this.
Very
I mean, that's my wish.
no, that will definitely come true. So, any numbers that you want to give us about Lead College? Any, like, how many students you have? What are the programs that you have? What are the kind of companies where your candidates will be the right fit? So, any numbers that you want to give to us?
We have 360 intake.
Okay.
We have applied for an exclusive entrepreneurship batch also from AICT for
Okay.
next year.
So, this is 360s in MBA, and then you have MCA as well, right?
MCA 120.
Yes.
One difference is our syllabus is totally different from what university provides and exactly matching what the industry wants.
Okay.
So initial days last year, we brought industrialists to take the subjects.
Oh, wow. Amazing.
Not that my teachers are, but then
Yes.
what industry wants and teacher knows are different.
Mhm.
So they're in like updated live came from there.
Perfect. Perfect.
Even now it happens.
Right.
And we teach almost 36 computer tools to the students.
Okay. Nice.
Tech savvy they have to be.
MBA plus tech
MBA.
tools. Wow.
MBA itself. They ask, why are we learning Python? Initially they ask. But once they started going for internship, they say, oh, that's really good.
Right.
They were asking, this is all computer for MCA. Why is for MBA?
Right.
So our students today have to be tech savvy. And anything, logistics. See, instead of the theory, I have this problem. Even now, sometimes HR come and ask, what is debit, what is credit, the basics. Sometimes my student may not be able to tell that theoretically. But they do not know anything, drawing column, and that's nowhere used in this world.
Yes, yes, yes.
So enter in the data and then get data out.
Yeah.
Graph, whatever you want, get it out.
Right, right.
So that is what is my students.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. No, that is really good. So for all the companies that are out there, if you are looking for people who are dependable, who think like an entrepreneur, and who are actually human, MBA people can go up and down the ladder, then Lead College should be on your top list. This is in a very small town of Palakkad, just a 1 hour drive, 1.5 hour drive from Coimbatore, the nearest airport. Lead College is the one that is growing leaps and bounds every single year with almost 100% placements every year they are delivering, and a median range of around 6.5 to 8 lakhs of packages that are being given in the MBA. So if you're a startup, if you're a high growth company, if you are going to an IPO, if you want to expand in South India specifically for regions like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, then these guys are the ones who are going to drive your company's culture down south. These are the guys who you can actually rely upon. So next time, whenever you are thinking about campus placements, think Lead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. One more word to add.
Yes.
Our students can work anywhere.
Right.
I have, because for iftar,
Yeah.
I travel to one Friday, I will be in Qatar,
Okay.
Saturday in Oman, Sunday in UAE, Monday in Saudi.
Wow.
Because all my students, alumni are working there.
Amazing.
Now, there's another alumni base in UK.
Okay.
So, in North, we have chapters everywhere.
Okay.
And our students are flexible. Put them in mood also, they'll work.
That's good. Very nice having a conversation with you, Dr. Thomas.
Thank you so much.
Really wonderful. You are a brilliant human being. No, really doing wonders, because this is what the education system needs right now. More than just the theoretical skills, the life skills are much more needed. So thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you.